Hi everyone, this is Artemistic Kate. I want to thank you for joining me for today's video about low poly watercolor art and how I make it, and also about when can you call art yours and what is your art style and should you be concerned about that. And these are just questions that I'm asking, and I'd love to hear your responses in the comments below to any of this. So to start with, this is a painting that I've already done, and maybe some of you have seen that already. And I also did this one most recently of the winking cat. So when I did these, I had quite a lot of interest expressed in them from other people, and including on YouTube, where I've had several other YouTubers mention an interest in trying this style of art, including over on Angie Hewitt's Art Room channel. She did an amazing video of her style of low poly watercolor of a cat, of her kitty, and it turned out so great. I hope you'll check that out. I'll put the link in the description below. So other people are trying it too. Anyway, these two paintings that I have done, you know, as people were commenting and complimenting and everything, I started questioning myself. Could I really call this art mine? Could I really, you know, should I be getting those compliments? Because I use a website called Pixabay for my reference photos. Well, not for all of them, for some of them. And it's free stock images you can use for any purpose that you want. They're all Creative Commons images. You don't need to give any attribution to the original owner. They've given up any rights that they have for those images. So they're just images you can use for just about anything. It's a great resource for photos. So I use it a lot for reference photos. And on Pixabay, I found these images that someone had made of low poly art, and it's the first time that I really noticed it or paid attention to it. You can see the cat that I did and the deer that I did. And I mostly wanted to do these because, well, I thought they looked cool, but it looked like a great practice in color mixing and in working with values. So that's something I really need a lot of work on, and also on line work, on creating straighter lines. I really need work on that too. My hands are pretty, they can be shaky, they can be not cooperative. So I need practice with that. So anyway, that's where I got my reference photos. So I didn't actually design where these polygons were going. What I do is I'll print the image out, and then I use a pencil on the back and just pencil in. I did have a pencil handy. I don't know what I did. Oh, here it is. I just pencil in all over the back, and then I'll flip it over. Here, let me move these. I'll just do it on this scrap piece of paper. And then it's basically just tracing those polygons onto the paper. It's all pretty relaxing doing this, and I enjoy it quite a lot. So that's how I did it, and you can see you end up with an impression. Let me see if that's, if you can see that, maybe right there. You can see there's the pencil lines left behind on the paper. So that's how I do that. But I started questioning myself. can I call this my art? Should I accept compliments for doing it? I didn't design this picture. Someone else did this. Even though they are saying, you can use this, you can do what you want with it. I can't really call it my art. I can think of it as a collaboration, you know, but it made me decide that now I want to learn to create my own low poly art. And so I've created a few. I found a free program called D-Mesh, and I'll link it below in the description, where you can take an image and put a mesh over it. And it's kind of an interesting program. You know, most people do it in Photoshop. This person did these in Photoshop. I don't have Photoshop. I can't afford it. So I had to find a free program. It has its limitations, but it has a feature that does auto points. So when you open it up, it's got auto points all over it, and it's really not legible. It's very abstract. And so there's another feature where you can remove the points and put in your own points. And that's what I've done with this. This was a sunflower that I turned into this image that I'm going to put onto a card. I think it'll make a really cute card. So there's that one, the sunflower that I did. And I've also done this little parrot. And I left the points on because now it's going to be just like doing a dot to dot when I go to trace it on to my paper. And then I use this as a map for what colors to put where. But the first one I did, well, where did my reference photos go? The first one I did on my own was of a fox. And then I tried doing another fox, and that came out more clear. And then I did the parrot, and then I did the sunflower. So I'm seeing some improvement as I go along, and I thought this was really interesting. I can add a lot more points and get the more definition in the face, in the head. And then over here, I can use fewer number of points and create larger polygons. It's pretty fun. And that now what I'll do is I'll play video, time lapse or a speed painting of the two different foxes that I did. Is it fox or foxes? I think it's foxes, but that sounds kind of weird. Anyway, so I've done my own. They're not as clear. They're not as professional looking or well done as the other two that I did. But I can call these mine, even though I used a reference photo still from Pixabay of a fox. I completely altered the image. I created the mesh. I have done all of it. So I can feel really proud of these and consider them my art. So, you know, is it my style of art? I don't know. I think it's really cool, really interesting. I want to learn more about it and keep doing it. I think it's one of the great practices I've ever done with painting for learning color mixing and working with the values. You know, I've never been to art school. I have never had an art lesson. It's all just me trying to learn how to paint. I guess the closest thing to a lesson I've had is on YouTube. So thanks, YouTubers, for helping me learn how to paint, you know. Anyway, what do you guys think? What do you think? Can I call these other ones? Where'd they go? I lost them. Oh yeah. Can I call these my art? Can I take credit for doing these? Because I did do them. I wish you could see the sparkles on this one from the Primatech paints. It's so pretty, sparkly. Sorry, I got distracted by glitter. Well, this video is long enough, and I still have the speed paintings to follow, so I'll go ahead and wrap this up, but I just wanted to ramble a little bit about my process and let you guys see how I do it, and everyone's going to do it differently, but yeah, I just thought I'd kind of share the journey on that, and if you guys want to see me do more low poly, let me know. I'll probably keep doing it, and yeah, I want to see where I can get with it. Maybe one of these days I could get Photoshop and really make some great ones. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you'll stick around for the speed painting and share your comments below. If you enjoy this video, click like and subscribe and click the bell to get notifications of my upcoming videos. Alright, let's see me paint some foxes. Fox. You decide. Let me know. Bye.